Hey, welcome back to the Farming Sims channel. I am playing Transport Fever 2 on the Race to the North map. Our last episode, we created a London circle line, a loop around London, and it has been running for a little while now, but it really hasn't, we really haven't fixed this traffic issue yet. It is starting to move. I would not say that it's moving well at all, but I have made a couple of improvements. So I have put a bus line just reaching out to the outer limits of the commercial district here, just to make sure that we've got the whole area covered. So it doesn't cover this end over here, and it doesn't cover this end down here. So um, that is already up and running, and I've made the line so that it doesn't uh, it doesn't get stuck in the traffic. So I think that will help on this side for people getting off the train and needing to get to the outer limits. There was a small area down here in the industrial area that that I'll put a bus stop down here so that this covers this whole area now as well. Uh, None of these bus lines really have any serious movement on them yet. I then decided to try and get down into the middle here, but I had to be really careful about where I put the line, so I made it loop around this way so it doesn't get caught in this traffic here coming down. And this seems to be working all right. Um, and this covers sort of this central area here. Then there's a shorter line here. I actually wanted it to come down further, but there was a huge amount of traffic in here and across here and down here, which is really which has really started to improve because we had traffic lines up here and down here and up here. So this one here, I think, is the busiest one. This is already working. This line just does a short loop over to what's now called Paddington. And so we've got a short loop here. We've got a short loop here. Another one here. And then one here. They're all single stops because I'm really just wanting to try and clear the traffic the best I can. And then once the traffic is sort of dealt with, I think I can probably just put maybe one or two stops in here instead of all. Maybe one stop here and one or two stops in the middle here. I probably don't need this one, to be honest. But we've already got people starting to build up on the station. 29. And how well is this train running? 60 of 60. So the trains are actually starting to. Oh, okay. It's 1858, and we just got the general. So maybe we've got some train upgrades available to us. This station here looks like it's building up, right? 76. Right, well, that's a full train load there, and it's on London 2. So let's. So what I've done since last episode also is go through and add two extra cars to the trains to take them up to 12, and that takes them up to 72. So I might just do it to this one while I'm here as well. and just take it from 10 cars to 12 cars. Okay. But I think we'll need some new trains on this line very shortly. Before we do though, this is Reading. Reading has got its own loop now. It's also ready for a link with London, and I have improved the roads around Reading. I sort of spent a fair bit of money in getting the industrial station here in fairly close. I did have to remove some of the industrial here, but I'm hoping that it will expand over this side of the line here. So what I'm thinking today is this might be our last episode on passengers, because I think I've shown that this map is really designed as a passenger start map, along with using these very short lines instead of horse and carriage all through your cities on this map. I think I've shown that these loops and short lines into different areas of the map seem to work pretty well. And then you just have, like, this is a single stop here, very busy. But that's because Brighton really only has, well, it has two, but this one's no longer, this one isn't as busy ever since this one went in. So maybe, how many buses are on this line? We have 14. All right. So if there are any buses that are carrying 0, like this guy, we can shift him over to 2. And we might, because this one was originally really busy. And Brighton 2. And then how many does Brighton 2 have on it? Does it have 14? It has 12 now, so it's 12 and 12. So if he has 0, oh, sorry, mate. Yes, he has 0, so we'll go 13 over here. Well, he's going to have someone now, because someone just stopped there. We've got 0 on this guy, yep. So we'll move him as well, and we'll put, okay. That should help. All right, looks like our smaller stations are doing okay, but our main station here at Brighton has got a lot of passengers moving. 378 between here and Southampton. And let's have a look at Southampton. They're almost the same going back in the other direction. All right, so the question is do we put more trains on this line? One's just left, one's coming in. So it's not like they're sitting here waiting, right, to come in, which means we could squeeze another train on the line. But maybe we could test out a new train. Let's have a look at our new engines. So we've got 2 new engines. We've got the Russian class Type 1, 55 kilometers at 190 horsepower. If we compare that to what we've got already, 45 and 82, well, it's got twice as much horsepower and an extra 10 Ks. And then the General is only 45, which is the same as what we've got, and 177. Tractive is a little better at 40. So I'm thinking the Russian class is a nice upgrade of an extra 10 Ks and double the horsepower. It's probably better as a potentially as a cargo train with that 190 horsepower, but it's also got top speed as well of 55. What about our rail cars? Well, we've got 50. All right, so we want to move across to this. We now have an engine that can pull this rail car. So let's go with the Russian class. And we're currently carrying 72. So that's basically 5 of them is what we already have at 94 meters. We've got a 100 and... Okay, so that's gone down to poor, but we've got extra horsepower and we've got extra speed. We've got 50 speed on the car, but we have 55 on. So if it struggles to do 55, that's not a problem, right? Because the rail car can only do 50. So I don't mind going into poor. And we can now carry 98. We'll call it 100. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of them. That's an expensive train. It's 1.6 is what we've been spending. This is now 3.3, and its maintenance will be a lot higher. So we'll buy 2 of those. And we'll put them on the Southampton to Brighton. Now, just having a look here, we've got a signal here and we have a signal here. So they'll come in and wait, which is good. Okay. Yeah, this is going to be a lot more powerful, isn't it? It's not a bad looking train. And if we can carry 100, that should knock this down pretty quickly, because it's at 400. And I think these trains are starting to get old, right? Yeah, see, their condition is all the way down to mediocre now, because they've been running for almost 9 years. Well, they have been running for 9 years, haven't they? Since 1850. This is their 9th year. So, maybe it's time for them to get upgraded anyway. So here's our second one, lining up, ready to go. So this should fix this problem that, has been around since we basically first started. This station has been, well, this line between here and Brighton has been the busiest. And this train's not even here waiting yet, so we can basically squeeze this in. If he can get out of here fairly quickly. We might get some stacking now. And maybe, if we are going to stack, an extra set of signals here. Just for stacking purposes. I think we should upgrade them. Or do we just keep these on the loop and then use the new trains on our... No, it'd be silly to buy these, right? Let's upgrade them. And then in the future... What did we go with? Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It was 7, right? Yeah, for 100 capacity. Alright, we'll upgrade that. We'll do the same on this one. Quick, quick, quick. One of those. Okay. And then I should probably put... It'd be a good time to put a second one on this line, maybe? Or will the 100... The 100 will be good for a minute, won't it? I don't actually need the second one on yet. Alright, well I think everything will really change once we link these guys in, right? So how do we want to do this? We want to... I think the... So I've already upgraded this station, and what I was thinking of doing, I'm not really sure I want to, but I was thinking of linking this into here, right? That's not a very good example, but basically come around here and then link into here. Oh, there we go. All right, we'll do that. So we'll have 2 links between them. What about 76? Can I have 80? There's 80. All right, what does that do? If we do that, okay, let's straight line it here. And then there. Okay, that's not bad. It's not going to snap, is it? Right? But if I do that, into there, okay, that works. And then snap that into there. Oh. Straight line it to there. Alright, how do we want to link these up? Straight line to there, and then a small bit, just a light curve there, right? Yeah, okay. Now I was thinking this is potentially cargo in here at some point. Maybe cargo in here and then into here. I've left enough room here for a much larger station that would have cargo in here maybe. Okay, that should work. We've got the ability to get trains onto that line. They can go around. Well, how do they get around to get onto that line? Okay, that'll work. Yep. All right, let's go and buy a couple of trains. Now we'll run with our new Russian class trains here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We'll buy 2 of those. We'll put one, we need to be able to see these lines. We'll put one on the Paddington, and we'll put one on Euston Station? Euston Station. Okay, this is filling out nicely. It is starting to expand there. And then the residential's filled out as well, almost fully. There's just like a little space here. And then look at that. That's filling out there. That's pushing down this way. Let's just make sure there's no weird stuff going on here. No, it's all commercial, industrial. We got little bit of residential in here. We could get rid of that. I think that's residential and residential. No. We'll go residential. We'll get rid of all of that. And we'll say, no, that's the limit. We've got an industrial down here. No, that all looks good. Oh, no, there's one there. We'll get rid of that one. Okay. I think we're about to fix our traffic problem. I think we're almost there. We're so close. We need these guys to not be crossing here. Like these 5 carriages here are, are creating, this is all we've got left from all of the traffic that we had here. Once these guys get across, it should improve, right? Okay, let's have a look to see if we've got trains on the line. Yes, we do. Excellent. We're not going to have any passengers yet. Oh, 2. And then this guy probably went... Where? Where did you go? Oh, that's him here, isn't it? Yeah, that's to Paddington, and that's to Euston. Okay. Oh, I'll upgrade them when Reading gets a little bit busier. All right, so we've got a train on those lines, so that should start improving there. Then, all right, we got some hills here. So what if we go in between these 2 hills here? All right, we have to think about the industry because we're about to move into industry. And so there's going to be a line. We really want... We want to link into about here. And then run straight up here. Oh, well, we could run straight into there. And then around the bend there. What if we just ran a line dead straight through that hill there? No, I would like the London Reading Southampton link. So I do want it to go into this station here. What I'm really thinking about is future fuel refinery, okay? And it needs the sands which are just here. So that'll probably be a station in here, and it'll come down to here. We've also got the meat processing plant here, which will have to link to a food processing plant here. So there'll obviously be a cargo line linking these 2 towns and those factories. And then this could link in here with a line up to there. So I don't want the passenger line just cutting straight through there, right? I would want... Well, that's interesting. Yeah. Okay. If it comes straight down here, we could have one going that way as well. Down here and then link in here. Right. What are you doing, Sims? Okay. On the basis that there will be a station here, okay? There'll be a station around here somewhere for this cargo. So for now, I'm going to do that. And then tell me what I can do here. Can I do 120? I can. So I can do 120 that way. Now I don't want a tunnel there, but I do want it to come around here. Okay, so I want a straight line here. Oops. We need a level crossing. That's not level. That's not level. That's not level. That is. Yep, thank you. Come out to there. It's the left-hand track that I want here to link into this one. Nope. I want to straight line it here flat. And now what we do. Now that's 120 and it's a cut through. Okay. Let's do that. I'm happy with that. Okay. That should work, right? And then we're going to come into, whoa, whoops. Are you level there? Yeah, okay. So we wanted to come into there. How's this station going now? Oh, look at that. It's all the way down to 114. That really worked well. Some people suggest that you don't really need to upgrade those earlier trains, you just sort of stick with them. But this Russian class definitely seems better. We need a platform here. And we can also have a track here. We'll also need underground passageway. Okay, so I've got a couple of choices here. I can use this platform here, or I can use this platform here. I think what we'll do is we'll use this one, and we'll just mirror this. That looks good. And we'll signal it. That'll be coming out. In. We'll double track it. We didn't double track it? Yes, we did. All the way down to here we did. Alright. Over here, we're already using the right hand one, so we don't have enough room for a point there. let's put it there. Let's aim for about 70. Whoop. 85, 75. And then we can signal here with, that's our in. That's our out. And put a signal here. One in the middle here. And then one before this cutting. Oops, what did I do wrong there? There we go. And we'll put one in here. That'll do for now, right? We'll match up these ones. And one here. Okay. Now the question is do we tell this train to go further down the line? I think so, right? Except this line won't be as busy, will it? We'll just get them to change. Yeah. Okay. New line. This will be Southampton to Reading. Okay. And we'll put a train on that one. Now, to be honest, this might actually need 2 trains on this one to get us started with. Oh, I can't get onto those tracks. So we'll just give this access here. What do we want? We'll do that. We'll do that. We'll do that. Go from there all the way to the outside. I like that. And then this one can link in here. Can't do a third one, no. We'll tell it to go there. Do we need a signal back here? Not really. No, that's fine. Lines? Yeah, that's right. So we need to be able to see the line. and we put it onto Southampton to Reading. Okay. This loop is really going to take off now, and so is London actually. So we'll need to keep an eye on this. Whoa, Reading, that's busy already, 100. I know that's going to get busier, so I'm going to put a second one on there straight away. This one here. We might upgrade these loop trains. No, they're fine. Okay, let's check in on London. Okay. All right, these look at this. Okay. This is definitely filling out, right? That's all working fine. This guy's busy again. Super busy again. How many are on here? Ah, I just sold it. Wrong button. Wrong button. Why is there only 7 on this one? Oh, it did have 8. We'll go 10. This one's not as busy. 4 on that one. I might not even need this one now. Okay, look at the traffic, guys. I think we've almost done it. Okay. Because as soon as these guys get home, they're not, they shouldn't be keeping their carriage. They should be selling their carriage and then coming over here by train. We might need a bus stop in here. I really didn't want to put one in while all this traffic's here, but if there is still a little bit of traffic across the bridge, we could put a bus stop in here. I think we are done for the day. I think I've got what I wanted to get done. I wanted to get the cities linked together. I did kind of want to get something across to Hastings. I was thinking a link here down to Hastings. All right, what if we do that and then we finish up? So we'll take the extra platform here with an extra track. Put him on the outside here. What do we got here? Goods wagon. That could be a modded wagon that just came in. Okay. Want to wrap this up. Okay. Now I have to think about the industry here. Where we will have a cargo line running across here, but I think we can work something out there. This is cattle that needs to come down to here. This is grain that needs to come across here. And what's this? This is fish that needs to come down to here. So if we run straight up here, thinking a straight line up to here for a potential line into here in the future, and a loop here, not a loop here, a link into this station here. So let's do that. And then we do want to think about this straight line here. So we really are looking at about something like this. 100 will be good. Yeah, 100 will be good. And we'll tell it to aim where? For that station there. Let's do that. Straight line it. What do you think? I'm liking that. Yeah, I'm liking that. Oh, we're on the wrong side of the tracks, aren't we? Of course we are. Okay. To there. Rail onto that one. Okay. Let's do a point there with a signal there, and an Audi. Put one on the curve. For the bridge. After the bridge. On the curve. And coming into the station here with an Audi. Need one more in here. That should be good, right? New line. Oh, that's delete. Don't delete. Okay, Hastings to Waterloo. Okay, Hastings to Waterloo. Where do we get our train from? Track here, straight line it just to there, and then we can't get into there. Okay, so that's not a straight line into there. Yep. Okay. And we'll buy a train. One of those. Oh. 7. We'll put it onto the line. Hastings to Waterloo. And that should... We are in play, right? Yeah, I did that all in play mode. Okay, need to come across. How did I do with that aim? Not bad, actually. Not bad at all for it to go across there in the future. London is getting busy. How's our traffic? Oh, it's almost done. Look at that. Everyone's turning left here. Our bus station here is super busy. Let's go with, we'll just go with like 4 more. They're already stacking here. That'll really make it stack, won't it? That'll make this station even busier. Whoa, Reading to Paddington. Already needs a second one. Probably need, did I put a second one over here already? I think I did. Yeah. Yep, that's got 2. Oh, oh, he's just filling up now. Yeah, cool. Okay. Oh, the Southampton's going to be busy, isn't it? Put a second one on that. All right, guys. I think we are done with our passenger lines for the south coast here. And I think what I'll do is I'll sort of put aside all of our passenger work now, and I'll focus on all of the industries. Now, yeah, and just see how balanced the industries are for this south coast region. And then I might like just look at this area as the south coast, and then move on to sort of this area here, and just take my time going through the industries and make sure that they're balanced and that they all kind of work. And if there's excess or not enough, I can rebalance before I share the map. But thank you very much for watching. Like I said, this'll bring our passenger work to a close for now, and I'm really looking forward to getting into some industry work now. Have a great week, everyone, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.